I want to talk about using colored light for your healing. And a few weeks ago, I was given a Pleiadian reading. I can't believe it's been already 3 weeks. The time just flies by. And in that reading, one of the things that the Pleiadians talked about and encouraged me to do was work with colored light. So I've been looking at it more and being more specific about it. And I kind of sort of work with colored light already. When I do for years, I've been doing this, the seven sacred flames. It's probably turned a different way and you can't read it. But this is also a living transmission. It is by Aurelia Louise Jones. And they have a set, I forget what it's called, something that I work with every day of the week. They have one for every day of the week, and it has a lot of different areas. It has a specific ascended master, a specific color, a specific chakra, etc. And I mean, for years I've been doing that, and that incorporates the color of a flame, the seven sacred flames. And today, Monday, is the royal blue flame. And that's why I'm wearing my royal blue shirt. I went and changed into this, and I hung my painting of the royal blue colors with the gold in there. And so today I am going to offer ways that we can use this royal blue light to help with our healing. And during that Pleiadian transmission, what they said was, I wrote it down word for word, tune in to each color. Today is royal blue, and see what it represents or feels like to you and work with it accordingly. So you can do that as well. You don't have to follow what I say, although these are some of the typical ways that we would use and associate this color. For example, the throat chakra, and I'll get into that in just a minute. So working with royal blue light is a powerful way to support authentic expression. This royal blue light supports speaking truth without over-explaining, supports emotional calm in uncomfortable moments. It supports healthy detachment from people's reactions, and it supports your inner authority. For example, saying, I trust myself. The royal blue light can dissolve fear of being seen or heard. It helps you shift from asking, how do I stay accepted? And instead of that, you shift to saying or asking, how do I stay aligned? So ways that we can work with the royal blue light. I've got things, because when I start working with something, I'm pretty adamant and persistent and all day long. That's just the way I roll. So I've got, at least four things here. And the first thing is something that I would recommend doing every morning before you get out of bed, as soon as your eyes open or as soon as you wake up, before your eyes open, your choice. And then the last thing after you go to bed, before you go to sleep. And that would be to visualize the royal blue light in your throat and then expand it into your chest and your head and keep it going, expanding until it surrounds your body. So you've got this visualization. And don't worry if some people aren't good at visualizing. I had to practice at it a lot years ago when I first started doing visualization work. Have something beside your bed. You can pick it up and just look at it for a moment, and maybe that'll help you visualize it better. Or just think of something that would help you, like a royal blue ocean. I know some oceans, when I went to Hawaii, it was pretty much this color. And so something like that to help you visualize. And you've got this royal blue light surrounding your body now. And then you can say, and this is still in the morning and at night, the last thing you do before you go to bed or go to sleep, you can say, I am safe to speak my truth. You can say it in your head or you can say it out loud. Speaking it out loud might help because it helps you embody it. You want to feel what it feels like to say that. You can say no. These are examples of things that we would say for a change up, to do something a new way so that we don't people please. We choose to stand in our boundaries. So you might say no. You might say that doesn't work for me. Or you might say, I need more time to think about that. All of these will help you rewire your fear response and help calm your nervous system over time. So basically, what I would do was every Monday, the color is royal blue because I'm going by what is in the seven sacred flames. They say that in the seven sacred flames, the ascended masters talk about how these flames, these colors, this royal blue flame, is amplified on certain days of the week. And in the seven sacred flames, they say that royal blue, the royal blue flame, which is the first flame of the seven, is amplified on Mondays. So I recommend the royal blue flame on Monday for your daily practice or weekly practice. You can do it any time that you want. For example, the next way to work, the second way to work with the royal blue light is in the middle of a trigger. And of course, you might have triggers on days other than Monday. So you could still incorporate this practice with the royal blue flame any day of the week in the middle of a trigger. And in the middle of this trigger would be a time that you might typically say something or do something that's people pleasing. So another way you could use this tool is to picture a royal blue colored shield, either in front of you. That's what I would prefer in this situation. And it's filtering out the expectations of others. And you can say, I am already safe. And another thing that you can do during this practice, the second practice, is to remember that Archangel Michael, his color is royal blue. And you can envision the shield of royal blue color and the sword. And he is your protector to protect you from other people's expectations of you. And so this second way helps us interrupt the automatic yes response that we are conditioned to give. The third way we can work with royal blue light is you can visualize or just put your focus on breathing in the royal blue light, inhaling royal blue light into your throat area, and hold it at the top of that inhale, and then exhale. Visualize exhaling tension and worry and the urge to over accommodate. And this is a good practice that you could use before you're going into a situation where you might be triggered to people please. And it says to do this breath work 5 to 10 times before going into that situation. So the fourth way that we can work with the royal blue light is physical anchors, right? I've got 2 of them here, my royal blue colored shirt, the painting, and I even have my lapis lazuli that has the royal blue color, and it's really pretty. The camera just doesn't do it justice. It has golden type colored specks in it, like the stars. Yeah, and this lapis lazuli has been programmed for the throat chakra It naturally is for the throat chakra anyway, but you can program crystals any way you want to. This one's been programmed, and it has also been infused with vocal tones to amplify its healing frequencies, the healing frequencies of its geometric code or benefits. So let's see. Yep, and you can use like certain colored candles. You can burn certain colored candles. I don't have a royal blue one, but I love candlesticks. And right now I have white, black, and gold. And since we had gold in the painting and in the lapis lazuli, I brought out a gold candle. Isn't that beautiful? I love my candlesticks. I used to do a lot of what do they call it? Candle gazing, gazing at the flame. And I like the candlesticks for that because the flame gets really big and it's often more still than one that's in a votive. The one that's surrounded by the glass seems to flicker and jump around a lot. And this one, the flame would stay still and burn bigger and brighter. That was just a little side note. Okay, so the crystals, and I used to even carry certain colored crystals in my pocket when I was going out that day or going to work that day, and I knew that there was going to be a situation where I would need a certain crystal. I would have a little small, tiny one. It doesn't matter what size they are. They're still just as strong as the big ones. And I would put that little crystal in my pocket, and I feel like it helped. So we got wearing it, anything that you can come up with for the ways of, I've even, like, for example, when I first started doing the 7 sacred flames, I wrote each day's invocation on that flame's color paper. So you see all the many ways. And when I do things, I'm just so determined. I bust it open and I don't hold anything back. And I think that's the way it has to be for us to heal and ascend. So just a little side note there too. Yeah, don't be lackadaisical about it, if that's the right way to pronounce that word. You want to be heartfelt, fully involved, 100% determination, and it does make a difference, and it is worth every bit of the work. And all of these help condition your nervous system to a more calm state. And we can associate this blue, royal blue color with grounded truth of what we say, our authenticity. So the royal blue light stabilizes you, and your truth rises naturally. Stand in your truth even if your voice shakes. What works is that the fact that you said it. It doesn't have to be said perfectly or without a nervous voice. The fact that you said it is everything. Your throat chakra supports your clairaudient abilities also. So this is another way. The royal blue flame, working with the royal blue light, can help you improve your clairaudient abilities. And let me see if I can clarify how that helps. Okay, the clairaudient abilities come through the throat, the vibration, the frequency, and the sound is another thing that comes through the throat chakra. And that's what we're talking about right now. Clairaudience is not about physical ears. It's about perceiving subtle frequencies. So using colored light, the colored light of royal blue, you can create an energetic coherence. When your throat is aligned with your heart, the coherence is there around what you feel. When your throat is aligned with your mind, the coherence is there around what you know. When your throat is aligned with your voice, the coherence is there around what you express, making intuitive signals louder and clearer. So that's another way. And it just came to mind that at one time, my guides were nudging me to do a daily practice where I use the geometric shape of a triangle. And I would hold it up to my throat. And now I can't remember what it was, the mantra that I said. It was something about asking Archangel Michael and another archangel, I think it was Dorinka. I don't know, I'd have to look that up. But asking those two archangels to open my throat chakra and to amplify and improve my clairaudient abilities. And I would hold the triangle shape up in front of my throat chakra. Your throat chakra clears the channel so you can hear your inner wisdom. And I showed you the lapis lazuli already, and it helps you speak from your inner authority rather than someone else's approval. That's what this lapis lazuli is programmed for. And if you would like more on how to work with this crystal, let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to share. There's a whole other set of things that we could do. And maybe this was pretty random. I was working on the colored light this afternoon, and it came to my mind that I could do a video about it. And then maybe if I'm very prosperous and determined, I can do one for each day and create a playlist for each day of the week so that you have one for every day. And if you wanted to go for a while, a month or 2 months practicing one for each day of the week, you would have that at your fingertips. So I'm going to see if I can be smart and get that done for us. So thank you for being here for this short video, colored light, working with colored light and royal blue color. I hope I have a color shirt for every day. I'm not sure if I do or not. But we love you. We see you. We trust you. And we honor you, our friend and kindred spirit. Blessed be.